We're going to go over what's called a hip lock position, and I will demonstrate this on the side, but also facing the teal wall, just so that you can take a look at it from a couple of different angles. Now, this hip lock position really is a functional movement pattern because it plays upon the natural movement of our hips and pelvis when we're walking, running, doing a higher level dynamic exercises or activities. Okay. So this really should burn up the glute, both the side glute, but also just glutes in general. I call it the side butt. You should really feel a good burn after about 3 to 5 repetitions. Okay. Now, I'm going to demonstrate first on the side. So because this is not a balance exercise and it can challenge your balance just from being on one leg, I would recommend doing this next to a wall because it will provide you more support. So I'm going to pair this with a hip hinge. So we're going to get some glute activation. Those glutes are going to fire up, but we're also going to encourage some lengthening or relaxation in your glutes as well. So I'm going to have you with the hand that is at the wall, we're going to be working the opposite hip, okay? So I'm going to stand on my left leg, okay? And the goal of this exercise is I really want to push my foot as hard as I can into the floor. So I want to think about my left hip in this scenario. My left hip is the one that's on the ground. I want to think about that left hip dropping as I raise my right hip. Now, automatically, I feel my glutes fired up. Now, in order to encourage that pattern even more, what I'm going to do is combine an upper extremity reach. So I want to think about bringing my fingertips towards the ceiling as I'm dropping my left hip down and pushing through the ground. So my left foot is resisting that ground force. My left butt cheek is on fire, and I'm really trying to reach towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to show you from behind. So I'm working my left hip here. So hand for balance. I am going to drop my left hip down. So I'm up here with my right leg. I'm going to drop my left hip down so my right hip is a little bit higher than my left hip. And I'm reaching towards the ceiling. I'm trying to get taller. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to lengthen my glute by shoving my left butt cheek back. And I'm going to repeat 3 times. Up, pushing my left glute or hip down, hiking my right one, reaching. Feel the burn. Hinge into that left hip. Get a little bit of lengthening or stretch. One more time, I'm going to reach. Force your left hip down and take a break. So you should really feel glutes fired up, and that is going to improve range of motion of your spine even. It's going to make your glutes fired up and just allow them to show up and work from a capacity standpoint. And this should be a really good one to add to your program.